In the criminal justice system, street racing offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Street Racing Prevention Unit. These are their stories. This is the first winter storm that we've got here in New York City. And today is December 2nd, 2019. Getting ready for 2020. And once again, I've said this a million times, there's a lot of people who continuously try to rag on my Jeep and they're like, oh yeah, well, if you bought an Audi or a BMW, you could have paid less money and you could have had a German classic. And I'm like, I didn't want none of that shit. And second of all, I didn't want to have to go through the horrible maintenance costs of those things, because regardless what you say, Dodge products have less maintenance costs than those freaking BMWs and Mercedes and Audis and everything. So as you can see, traffic is slowing down to a crawl. As you can see, it doesn't look that good. We're on the, the Belt Parkway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit up my adaptive cruise control to automatically set my distance between me and the next car. Well, guess what? If I had your BMW or your Mercedes, I'd probably have spent more money than I spent to have all these lovely features. I've got my ass being cooled right now because I got the heated seats, I got the heated steering wheel. It's like Mercedes, they don't give you heated and cooled seats. You got heated seats, and then you got to pay more for cooled seats. It's like, well, who are you kidding? So, me personally, this is the kind, if you're a person right now and you're like, damn, I really want a race car so this way I can show up to the car meets and I can be one of the guys, I totally recommend against getting one of these. I recommend you get the Jeep SRT instead of like a Hellcat or a Demon. Because the thing about it is, if you buy a rear-wheel drive car like that, you're really not going to be able, if you live in the Northeast, you're not going to be able to drive that car all the time. This Jeep, I can do this shit all day long, anywhere. I can drive through sand, mud, snow, whatever. And it's very, very comfortable. I get to kick back, relax while the car is adapting to the next person. I don't have to do none of that. And just sit here and coast through traffic. I don't even look at my feet. Neither one of my feet are on the accelerator. You see? My feet are not on the accelerator. And I'm just coasting in traffic at 14 miles an hour, and I don't have to worry about hitting this loser in this freaking Nissan Murano. And he doesn't have adaptive cruise control. And then there's this person right here who's got this Dodge Durango. Maybe he has it. Let's see, maybe he has the camera in the front, does he? Nope. Somebody bought the base model. Can't do that. But that's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. It's like you want to spend some money and you want an all-season performance. Either get yourself a Jeep SRT or get yourself a Trackhawk. Now, I kind of recommend against the Trackhawk until they make it look more authentic like it should be. That's coming in the next iteration. Supposedly, there's going to be a 797 horsepower engine. Oh, look at this asshole. Look at this guy. The stupid Porsche. See, you're on the freaking shoulder. This guy, man. You're going to get somebody killed. That's illegal. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, get yourself the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Get yourself a Trackhawk. Can't go wrong. Look at all these Jeeps. These Jeeps are everywhere. That guy on the back of his Jeep, it says New York Kings, I think. Yeah, all these boys, they love their sports. Now, look at this. 3 Jeeps in a row. Look at that. Black, silver, and black. And that's because everybody knows Jeep Grand Cherokee, this is the most award-winning SUV ever. The Tesla Model X didn't win this model at many awards, and neither did any BMW or any Mercedes. This is like the most award-winning SUV ever, and it just feels good to have a top-end, fully loaded one with all the trimmings. It just feels so good. Look at this guy. He painted his... Oh, that guy's got an SRT. He's got a black SRT. I could barely see it. Okay. Good man. Good man. Good man. You see, he listened to me. He said, yeah, I'm going to go and buy a black SRT Jeep. It's like I could use this thing all year round. Not like this guy in this Nissan Murano right here. This old-ass Nissan. Yeah, but this is a very, very good, nice, quiet ride and everything. Look at this guy. Front-wheel drive. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Jeep. Got the black Jeep 2014, 2015. Look at that guy. That guy is cruising. I tell you, the next time somebody tries to pass me in the shoulder, I'm gonna purposefully get into that lane and I'm gonna block them. They better not try that bullshit with me. I don't care who you think you are. What do you think, you bad boys with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence? You ain't going past me like that. If I gotta obey the law, you gotta obey it too. It's like I'll straight up go vigilante on that ass. Now, I don't know how bad traffic looks, so let's see what it looks like, because it looks pretty freaking bad. It looks pretty bad. It looks pretty bad for a long distance, too. But once you get past about here, it looks like it's smooth sailing, so I'm going to give it a try. I just hate this part. I hate being stuck like this in traffic. It's like no matter how fast your car is, no matter how much performance you got, you're stuck in goddamn traffic. That's what I hate about New York. The next car I get might not even be a gas guzzler. I might end up getting one of them electric cars. Because, you know, it's funny. For the $80,000 you pay for one of these, I could have gotten a Cybertruck. That crazy-ass looking Cybertruck. Somebody asked me, they're like, oh, how do you feel about the Cybertruck? Well, listen, Tesla has already made a fan out of me because I bought into their stock and they've made me a good amount of money. So I'm already a Tesla fan. Now, as far as sitting in a soulless electronic econo box that doesn't make no noise while it's driving, I don't know how I feel about that. But what I can say is the Cybertruck, as ridiculous as it looks, in my opinion, the Cybertruck is exactly what the Lamborghini Urus should have been. If the Cybertruck looked like the Urus, then people would have been like, oh man, I gotta get me a Cybertruck. Oh, see, he's trying to show off. He knows I'm taking video of him. New York rings. Look at these people. Y'all ain't got no SRT. Get off this man's bumper. Up there trying to drive up on this man's bumper. What are you, crazy? Look at this guy. Yeah, now that's a truck right there. You don't get one of these stupid Nissans or these dumbass Acura MDXs or RDXs or whatever X's. That's a truck right there. Come to think about it, I'm driving one right now. How about that? Even those Yukon XLs, those are pretty good. I don't think I need that much space. That thing looks like, if you keep having sex with your wife and you don't use protection, it's like you have a bunch of kids and all of a sudden now you need like a seating for 10. It's like I don't really have issues like that. But, yeah, those are cool. Those are pretty good. Those are pretty good. Everybody got the Toys for Tots stuff on their cars. Yeah, some of the Toys for Tots car meets are coming up. Hopefully they're going to have the one that's at Glen Cove, because I would love to cover with my videoing, because they always have the coolest cars there. The problem is I keep seeing the same goddamn cars. It's the same Lamborghinis over and over and over. Nobody around here's got Bugatti money, so you don't see any of those. It's like, yeah, Lamborghini Aventador, Lamborghini Huracan, yawn. I've seen that before. I've seen it 100 times. You got a bunch of McLarens pull up. Ooh, yeah, wow. Boring. It's like, I miss it when like you had more exciting stuff show up. Like sometimes you have the cars, the actual dealers show up and they bring their cars and they let you experience them and sit in them and everything. Like one of the ones that they had, the Toys for Tots that was in Glen Cove, that was really nice. I like that. But yeah, that's just what it is. This is New York traffic. So it's as fast as your car is, you're driving 10 miles an hour. But as far as that Cybertruck goes, I mean, you can tow 14,000 pounds, which I don't tow anything. And on top of that, you can not use gasoline. So as long as you're, like me personally, in a day, let's say I drive 50 miles a day. That thing allows you to drive, like more than 500 miles. That's pretty damn cool to not have to use gas. Now, my thing is, I don't need a second truck. The way I see it is you have one truck, one car. And if you want a rear-wheel drive sports car, then by all means you can have a rear-wheel drive sports car. But I don't see the point in having two cars or having two trucks. I don't see the point in that. So I think those Cybertrucks are going to fly off the shelves initially. And then maybe sales will slow down a little bit. But I think a lot of people are going to like that thing when it comes out. Like, I think instead of having it in all stainless steel, they should have made it in black. And I think if they had done it in black and they had showed it in white and they had showed it in silver, I think those colors alone would have helped people to think of it, you know, a little bit better than just showing stainless steel. Because as it was, it looked like a damn DeLorean mixed with like a Chevy Avalanche, you know. And I just thought that was kind of strange. But hey, you can't argue with them. I mean, the thing totals 14,000 pounds, goes 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. I mean, you can't argue. There's no argument there. You know, I like that. But I foresee myself keeping this Jeep indefinitely, because I have to say, in 44,946 miles, it's been a fantastic truck. It's done everything it needed to do. And it's kept me safe on the road. This thing's like driving an armored car. And then you got these Mercedes, like the E-Class, the S-Class. I could get one of those too. And E-Class is easier to afford than the S-Class. And you pay about, I'd probably spend about $200 less on an E-Class than I spent on this. But those are okay. But the problem is they changed their style up too quickly. And once they change their style, you don't like the old one no more. So what most guys do is they go buy the bumper from the new refresh, and they put the bumper on their old one to make you think that it's new. But you know me, I don't do shit like that. It's like there's a lot of guys who have 14 and 15 Jeeps, and they've got all kinds of bumpers and shit that look like it's from the future. And I'm like, nah, man, I ain't putting none of that shit on my car. It's like, I don't like mods. I don't want no mods. No mods. I don't like mods. It's Durango again. This is a good truck. This is a good family truck. Not as big as that Yukon XL, but more manageable. Yep. Love the color. Yeah, so that's just where we are. Stuck in traffic. New York City. Stuck in traffic. Stuck in snowy traffic.